Good evening. Today is day 29, Journey to Become Wealthy. My name is Kelvin Reed, and welcome to the journey. Today, we're going to start off with the futures, and actually, we're going to start off a little different. Today was a green day, at least for my portfolio. Hopefully, it was a green day for you all's portfolio. And I'm actually going to show you some supporting news. I took some screenshots on my phone earlier today as the market ran up. And if you all follow me on Instagram, you should have saw that. But before I get into the details, I want to make sure y'all like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure y'all show some support, show some love. If you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram as well. Let's get this thing started. All right. So first we have the futures up, as y'all see. Y'all see the futures are up here, and let's see what they're looking like, right? All right, the Dow was down 0.25%, S&P 500 down 0.30%, and the Nasdaq is down 0.16%. The Russell down 0.020%. And all of this is crazy, right? Because as I said, my portfolio was actually up for today. So let me show y'all some of the news that I found today supporting some of these things. So first we're gonna start off. Hopefully y'all can see this. I got it right here on the screen. We got some Tesla news, and this is just a screenshot. Tesla recalls nearly 500,000 cars over safety issues. Some of the key points of this article was Tesla is recalling more than 475,000 of its Model 3 and Model S electric cars to address rear view camera and trunk issues that increase the risk of crashing, the U.S. road safety regulator said. The U.S. electric vehicle manufacturer is recalling 356,309 2017 to 2020 Model 3 vehicles to address the rear view camera issues and 119,009 Model S vehicles due to front hood problems. So this was major, and Tesla still ran up today. And I'm going to assume that's due to a lot of the selling pressure that we've been seeing throughout the week, right? You guys know just as well as I know, we've been seeing a lot of selling pressure, and I was actually looking for Tesla to come down on this news. However, this news was not catastrophic for the company. So this was a catalyst, but it wasn't a major bad catalyst, right? So it's not bad. It wasn't killing anything, and Tesla still ran up. I mean, it was pretty flat on the day, but it didn't bottom out. If it would have came down, y'all know I'm trying to buy under the at 100, 800 or less. If it came down that low, I'd have been jumping in that joke. We haven't seen it there in a while. So next news I found today, Apple. So this was on the Apple run up yesterday. Remember I told y'all Apple started to run yesterday, and actually today it stayed flat. But this was actually good news for the company Apple. Apple ditched Intel and it paid off. Key points: in April 2021, CEO Tim Cook said during the company's fiscal second quarter earnings call that M1 chip helped fuel the 70.1% growth in Apple's Mac revenue. Man, Apple already seeing profits. As you all know, we already saw it. We bought it at, I want to say 170, 174. And probably lower than that. We'll check it out. We'll check out the portfolio later. And it's ran up since. So, if you all bought more than one share or two shares, you probably seeing some profits now. And Apple launched 2 more M1 computers in 2021, including an all-new iMac and the new MacBook Pro with even more powerful versions of the M1 chip. So this is good news for Apple, right? That means that we should see a good quarter for them. They should remain profitable, and they're just going to keep being a banger stock, right? Keep making money. And the one that I like the most for today is going to be NEO. Remember, I've been telling y'all, NEO been killing me. NEO been getting on my nerves. But they had good news today. China had good news today. Shares of several Chinese stocks, including NEO, are trading higher after the Chinese government vowed to focus on consumption recovery and reduce some income tax rates. I saw NEO run up today. I saw Baba run up today, and both of these are good companies. Both of these are should be profitable companies. However, they're collecting their debt and they're having their own issues. So we have those things like that are coming into play. So definitely want to make sure we keep going with that. So with that, NEO should be able to keep running, and we should see it was actually up 14% on today. You all know just as well as I know that is great news. That is great news. That's the type of news that's exactly what we're looking for, right? So let's go ahead and check out our stock heat map. Let's see what we got here. Stock heat map, it is not looking like everything was just booming on the day, but we still see some green, right? It looks like everything is either flat or pretty much mixed on the day. Either flat or pretty much mixed on the day. And that's good news, right? That's not anything negative. That's not too bad. That's fine for us. So let's check out technology. Technology, we got some red, but 0.77%. Again, I told you guys, that's pretty flat. Anything that's not greater than 1%, I mean, I'm not really too concerned about it. We got Square was up 2%. That's good. Square Inc. I mean, a lot of us may be in there. Nvidia down, Apple down, nothing major, and I don't see anything major. So financials pretty flat. Pretty much all the sectors look pretty flat. Communication services pretty flat. Facebook pretty flat. Snap was up, but I mean they got really beat down over the past couple months. Snap has been really beat down along with several other companies. So that's not really to say much. Healthcare looking pretty flat. Pfizer actually making a comeback. It's up 1.42%, making a good comeback. I saw it being bought a little bit today. Moderna actually made a comeback. We know it was down on yesterday. Consumer cyclical. Amazon down 2 days in a row. Tesla actually did end down on the day by 1.46%. But again, that it was down further early in the day, and then it actually made a rebound. So that just goes to show you the confidence that people have in this company. So I mean, despite the bad news, and it's not major bad news, but this hundreds of thousands of vehicles being recalled, and they still managed to get through that. So we got to see what they're gonna do on tomorrow as well. Seeing that tomorrow's Friday, we know how Fridays can be in the market. Baba, like I told y'all, that joke was up 9% on the day. 9% on the day. I think yesterday when it closed, it was sitting at maybe 114, if not lower. So we definitely gonna check that Baba and Neo out today, along with Apple and Tesla, to see kind of where they hanging out at. Industrials look like they pretty down or flat. Consumer defensive down or flat. Real estate pretty flat. So pretty much the stock market heat map. We're not seeing any really crazy positive movement, but we're not seeing anything negative either. Matter of fact, let me go back to our futures, right? We want to see if we had any good news on the day, right? So stock futures inch higher ahead of the final trading session of 2021. What did I tell y'all? Usually that last week, the Santa rally is what they call it. But I think that I think, again, it's my opinion. This is not, it's not proven, it's not fact. I think that at the end of the year, most companies are trying to prop up their business. They want to end their quarters looking well. They want to end their quarters looking profitable for the next year, because that's when most of them have to put out their quarterly profiles and all those things. So of course they want to prop up their own company so that things look well. And us retail investors, we also see the benefits of those things. So let's see. Stock futures were flat on Thursday night ahead of the final trading day of 2021. Futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial dipped 0.3%, while the S&P 500 futures inched 0.01% higher, and Nasdaq 100 futures rose 0.02%. All three of the major averages faded into the close-in regular trading Thursday. After trading slightly higher throughout the rest of the session, the Dow shed about 90 points. S&P 500 dipped 0.3, falling less than 1% from its record, which it hit the previous session. So there was little news in little in news or economic data driving markets on Thursday, the second to last trading session of the year. So pretty much it looks like high growth stocks, I guess, were just booming today. Cruise line stocks took a hit. I told you guys we're not getting back in the airline or cruise until we see some of these fears of the virus going away. And I can't say that Omicron and all these other different strains, just to kind of, we want to stay away from that for a time until we see all of that kind of clear up. Until then, I think airline and cruises, they're gonna continue to drop a little bit. So if you want to look at some and do some put options, you can. I'm not gonna play with them because you never know how those things can rebound. What kind of news can actually bring them back up? But I know currently, due to the bad news that's currently being floated, I know it's not looking good. All right, let's check out our crypto heat map. Ethereum up 1.9%. And actually, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to coin market cap, right? We're going to check out things from here because it looks like Bitcoin is missing there. So let me refresh this and see what we got. So yesterday, y'all saw Bitcoin floating around that $46,000 range. It's up 1.36% today. You could have made that already. Ethereum up 1.99%. I just told y'all last night when I shot my video, I said, hey, these are buy ranges. These are buy ranges. So hopefully you got in, you got you some money. And again, I'm holding through this because I know how crypto does. I know it's gonna go up and down. It's a roller coaster, and I'm gonna ride the ride. So I'm here for the ride. Binance up 0.75%. I did not buy any last night. I was actually hoping for it to come down a little bit more today, more in the 400s for me to buy, but it looks like I'm gonna go ahead and grab me a little piece of a little sample of it so I can just have me some money. And it looks like that's gonna be my move. Seeing that it's not really coming below that $500 range. Solano, Cardano's up 1.28%. That's good. We're in that. Terra Luna's back up 0.71%. That's good. Dogecoin up 2.27%. Still sitting around that 0.17 cent range though. It's been floating there. I mean, hopefully you guys got in long ago. If you got in this, I'm not saying it's gonna make any moves because I haven't seen any news or any catalyst for it, but I have me some stake in it just for the long term, just in case it pop one day. Shiba Inu back up 0.4, actually 0.66% with what it says here, according to Coin Market Cap. Still sitting at number 13, and it's 4 zeros and 33 cents. I mean, that's a buy for me. That's still in the buy zone, but I would love to get it in the 20s, in the 28 cent range. But I mean, the 4 zeros and 28 range. But hey, it's still a buy right there. So everything's looking good. Actually, let's go down here, Decentraland. So you guys, as far as the NFTs and the Metaverse, I am in Decentraland strictly based off that. Strictly based off that. And it is down. It said 10% for the 7 day period, but it's up on the day. It is down 10% for the 7 day period, but up 1.72% on the day. So Decentraland, you guys do your research. If y'all want, we can do some research into this together later on. But right now, I'm in it. I'm holding on to it, and I want to see what the metaverse is gonna do for us. This is one of those things I'm looking into for the future, hoping to have, and it pops off. So if you guys again, if you following me, y'all saw how bad off I was yesterday. And look at me today. I recovered all of that. Remember, this is what I mean when I say it's just a paper loss. The same money I lost on yesterday, I was able to recover on today and more. So that's nothing major to me because we just holding, right? We holding, we going through the ups and downs, the roller coaster. And like I told y'all, we saw crypto go back up. My account usually goes back up with it as well. But not only that, but if you look over here, we look at the portfolio. Charge point is up 8%. Baba up 9%. Neo up 14%. SoFi up 9%. Fiverr up 5%. Pretty much my entire portfolio is up. And remember, we were looking at the VTI, the ETF on yesterday. It was the only one showing green in my portfolio on yesterday. And look at it, it's actually down on today. Although it's flat, 0.04%. That's not even anything that we care to lose. But, it's down. So that goes to show you that my portfolio kind of balances out. And we still have not managed to get into any financial plays. So we're gonna have to check out those. I mean, maybe later, but still, just in your own time, we need to look at those, see if they came down to a buy range for us today, and if we should look at it jumping into those tomorrow. So let's check out Apple for today, right? We saw Apple yesterday, it was booming based off that news it had, a little piece of news, and now today is just back where it was. We bought it at 170, so I mean, sitting at 178. If you bought more than one share, you got that percentage on it. You got 4% on the dollar right now if you bought it where I bought it at. So that's still good, right? That's great. Let's check out Tesla. See what Tesla did. I told y'all Tesla had that news, and it actually it didn't do anything major. I mean, today it started off at the bottom 161 and actually recovered from that. It came all the way back up to 193, it looks like, and it came back down. So again, Tesla being a good company, we're not really too concerned about it coming down or staying down. So that's great news. I mean, Neo was up about $3 today because it was sitting at $29 yesterday. So it's up $3 today with that 14%. Although that's not major, but imagine if you got in yesterday at the $27 or $28 range. If you did a call option, or maybe you just bought you $2,000 worth of stock and to put in, you got 14% on that dollar now, $200 plus, $220 somewhere around that in that range, and you actually doing well. SoFi, I told you guys we wanted to get in SoFi. It was sitting at $14 on yesterday. If you guys jumped in SoFi yesterday, you're up 10% today. If you put in $100, you're up $10 today. So those are some of the small wins we're seeing, and I want to share that with you guys, especially the news. We saw the news on Tesla recall, so we got to be weird. We want to be on the watch out because we want to see it come down. We want to buy low, sell high. Um, we got things like Apple. Good news. I mean, it's floating around that 178, but it's still coming down. So we definitely want to wait a minute, and maybe we can get more shares of that. We can buy more of that. SoFi, Tesla, Apple, and Neo. Again, I'm being very wary of the Chinese stocks, but what they did today, they put out some good news, and that is gonna make us look good. We are looking for that type of news. The Chinese government has been hurting the Chinese companies and their stock shares for quite some time now. I mean, for several months, and this is the first piece of good news that we've seen in a while. So we definitely want to look forward to that. We definitely want to keep it going. Um, and hopefully we just see more good news on tomorrow. So tomorrow is Friday. It's the last trading day of the year 2021. And it is the last day for trading day for us in the year 2021 as well on this journey. So today is journey day 29 on the journey to become wealthy. And let's hope everybody makes some money tomorrow. We may get in here. I'm going to post anything I see. Let's hope things take off like a rocket. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all on day 30.